Do the Jets have the engines to take them to the playoffs? We will find out next. Brett Favre is not the only MVP-type weapon in the Packers offense. Take a look at Ahman Green.
Well, let's talk about Ahman Green has emerged as one of the premier all-purpose backs in the league. But he wasn't exactly an instant success in the NFL.
He slipped through the cracks. How, with a guy with his talent, his speed and power.
Third round.
Yeah, how can you not see what he's capable of doing?
When you were labeled a fumbler, did you do anything particular? Because I got to tell you, I fumbled the ball quite a bit. But what I would do sometimes is I actually went to bed with the football.
Yeah.
I laid, and I squeezed it.
I've done that before.
You've done that too?
I've done that too.
Maybe I can help you.
To prepare for the game, you watch a Walter Payton video.
Correct.
You kiss your wife and your daughter. You tell them, guys, I need a little quiet time. You turn off all the lights.
I do. Actually, sometimes I don't kiss them or whatever, but I kick them out.
When you talk about him right away, the praise goes to the offensive line as well as yourself.
And that's the way it's always been, and he is one of the most unselfish people all around.
How much satisfaction do you get, from where you come from and to the point you are now?
I feel pretty good, and watching the Peyton tape, the one thing is you always got to remember where you come from to know where you're going.
I guarantee you Walter Payton will love his style of play, too. But Ahman Green, realization that he can play in this league did not happen in the backfield. It happened on special teams. He had some success. Teams started game planning against him. Then he knew he can play this game.
And our Marcus Allen joins us now from Baltimore with more.
Well, Jim, the Ravens will start their season at full strength on defense. That preseason knee injury suffered by Tony Siragusa will not keep him out of the starting lineup. But on offense, it's a different story. Running back Jamal Lewis is out for the season with a torn ACL. And I sat down with the Ravens this past week to find out how they will approach this season without their star running back. We've heard about what you don't have. Let's talk about what you do have that excites you about repeating this year.
You bring in a quarterback like an Elvis Grbac.
Eddie George is heating up. But can the Tennessee defense stop a quarterback who threw for almost 500 yards last week?
Stay tuned to find out.
The Dolphins have a recent history of melting down when the weather gets cold. Will that trend continue? Once the frontrunners, they're now playing catch-up. I'll talk to the Miami Dolphins.
Our Marcus Allen joins us now from Pro Player Stadium with more.
That is right, Jim. The Dolphins' difficulty in playoff success actually starts in December when this team typically goes into a late-season swoon. That means no home field advantage, no first-round bye. Case in point last week when they lost to the New England Patriots, slipping out of first place in the AFC East.
It's turnovers. You guys are minus 14.
Right.
And you can't win. You know you can't
It's
win.
discouraging, and you don't have a chance to win when you do this. And the guys know the importance of it. They know the importance of this football game this week. And if we turn it over, we won't win.
Get off to a fast start and you don't finish as strong.
We got to start playing playoff-type football.
For the Miami Dolphins, it's been a season of giving. In their 5 losses, they've given the ball away 20 times with 0 takeaways. So for them, securing the ball is key.
Do the Jets have the engines to take them to the playoffs? We will find out next.
Well, Jim, Curtis Martin is closing in on his 7th straight 1,000-yard season. He's big, strong, fast, and a candidate for MVP. But what sets Curtis Martin apart in this era of flashy self-promoters is that he lets his performance on the field speak for itself.
And just keep a level head about things.
He's very, very reluctant to do interviews and to talk about himself.
Exactly. I mean, he's
Like the ultimate team player, right?
He's a pro. He's Marcus Allen. He's a pro. He gets the ball in practice, and when he runs until I blow the whistle. And if I don't blow the whistle, he'll run his head into the end zone.
You're having an incredible year. You're off to your best start in team games. People are talking about MVP. I know that makes you uncomfortable, but it's certainly a reality.
For my team to vote me MVP means more than going to the Pro Bowl, means more than league MVP to me.
Recently, he spent a whole day at his church in his hometown listening to people who needed his help, and he did what he could to help them. That's MVP.
More straight ahead on the NFL today, including Marcus Allen with the Denver rookie looking to add his name to the stars of Mile High.
Like Davis, Gary, Anderson before him, Clinton Portis is trying to rush the Broncos into the playoffs. I'll talk to the rookie running back when we return.
So I think he's trying to feed into that, you know.
Is this all to embellish his, his
really
reputation
think
right now?
I really think so, because he came in here Monday morning.
Right. Yeah, I just described it as beautiful, man. Just pure instinct, right? Yeah, it was the 1-2-1-2.
Things may not have gone as planned this year, but he's still the Vikings' leader of the future. I'll talk to Dante Culpepper when we return.
Jim, Dante Culpepper is one of the league's most talented quarterbacks, but his 4-10 season has been his toughest test yet.
Big difference from 2000 when you made the Pro Bowl and you were, just had an incredible season.
Yeah, it's been pretty frustrating at times.
The last few ball games you guys have been playing well. I know people don't really, care. They just look at wins and losses. But, I mean, the reality is it's just growing pains.
The fans or the media or the people across the country look at our win-loss record and say this is a sorry football team, when in fact, we are not a sorry football team.
Culpepper back to pass into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Randy Moss!
How do you feel now that you're starting to get back on the roll and you're starting to make plays and it just, you feel...
Just getting back to normal.
The great Chuck Noll said, when you have a thoroughbred or a great player, don't coach him into mediocrity. And I think what happened was, my opinion is, when they created that Randy ratio, it turned an intuitive quarterback into a mechanical quarterback. But he's mechanical no longer, guys. He got his mojo back, and he's ready to play. I'm going to hit him so hard, he's not going to want to catch the ball when he comes across the middle. And the other thing I'm thinking about, he is so fast, I will not get beat deep, guys.
That's right. We'll clear the air.
Seattle's surprising sophomore is no secret anymore.
Sean Alexander, he's going to go. Touchdown, Seahawks!
Sean has 266 reasons why he can't wait to play today. 266 yards rushing against the Raiders. Another day like that, they may call him Alexander the Great.
How about them Jets?
Did you have some sort of premonition before the game that you called all your relatives and friends and...
I didn't know what was going to happen.
I had to stand on your long 88-yard touchdown run. You're looking at the Jumbotron.
Yeah. You know what? Well, what happened was I was running, and I felt like I was flying.
Hey, Coach, after last Sunday's game, every paper you pick up, it says Alexander the Great. This kid is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, he's special.
We don't want to get carried away, though, right?
No, in fact, I talked to him today, as a matter of fact.
What about this comparison? Somebody said that, I don't, that you were, similar to me. I don't know if you like that or don't like it, but I don't expect you to say you don't like it right in front of me, dude.
Nah, you know what, though? But there's a bunch of running backs that I watched as I got older, from high school to college to here, and you're definitely one of them. So when they say that, I'm like, yep, you're right.
Let me put everything in perspective here. There's been over 2,100 running backs that have played the game in the National Football League, and only 3 backs that have gained more yards than you, and 2 of them in the Hall of Fame. Until Jay Simpson and Walter Payton. You're in pretty good company.